Greetings, Shelpers. Thank you for joining me for Call to the Lamb. Sorry I pulled an audible and was going to play Mario Party Jamboree, but I decided it would be better to do this because the sooner we get through this, the sooner I can play Monster Hunter Wilds, and I'm hoping to at least start it next week. And next week should also be my 3rd streaming anniversary, and no, I don't think I have anything special planned for it except for like one tiny little surprise that I hope you all, at least somewhat, enjoy. For those of you following along, my husband already had his shown, but I got one for me, and maybe I'm gonna make a new follower out of it. Though I haven't had a new follower in a while, I'll just give it a try. So last we left this, we were going to do more runs in the last place, the spider place, the Silk Cradle. And yes, there is a few other subquests to do, but I'm not going to worry about that as much for reasons. I don't know if we made everybody love us or not. I don't remember where we left off quite, but that's all right. Is this the one where I need to? Yeah, it is. Okay. We're going to make more planks here. We're going to see if I made these jolly jack-offs love me. I did. Very good. Okay. We're going to go into the Silk Cradle. They're not very hungry. And I hope everyone had a great week. I'm sorry I did not stream. My intention was not to leave everything go for so long, but it was difficult. One night we had problems with our internet. It was very spotty, and sometimes that means it will right itself like soon after, or a hammer or an axe. Fuck you, game. Why? I already see where this is going. I will do my best, but those are not my best weapons, and I'm not gonna like fly out just to try it again. So I'm already gonna forget most of the stuff I've learned. Like, I don't remember how to dodge right now because I've been playing another game, a different game, a wild game. That yeah, so I'll figure it out. But yeah, husband and I have been deep into Wilds. There are things I do and don't like about it, but overall, very fun game. Overall, I am enjoying it very much. We are done with the story. We are in high rank, and post game, which there is more like cutscenes and whatnot to be had. So we're just going through that currently. When I do it on stream, I'm not sure if I am doing the full game or if I'm just doing the story mode. I can't promise anything, but I hope to at least do the full story. I mean, everybody and their dog is pretty much playing this game right now, so it's not bad. I've also been doing more runs on Brotato now that I actually own it, and I'm actually doing fairly well. I think I'm on Danger 4 with the base potato, the well-rounded potato they call it. Okay, let's give our heart away and see what they have to say here. If I burp or something, very much excuse me. I just had dinner and then I raced to stream, so yeah. Okay, I'm gonna just zoom in. Let's not play, okay? Ancient Tablet 7, writings from a long time past, or time long past. I have lived long, too long for simple memory, and so I must continue to chronicle these histories. Followers rise, bloom, and die, like so much clover on the ground. And my troublesome peers, gods by a right no longer divine, rise and fall like tides cut free from the moon. One came to my temple, young and ambitious and thirsty for war. I dismiss them. I will not abide such blasphemy. Yeah, like, why are we talking about like war over and over again like it's a good thing? Then again, if you're a god of death, there was something about playing D&D, like Dungeons and Dragons, and like part of the lore was like the different gods were battling. At least I think that was it. Maybe it's a mythology thing, but like it had to do with each god taking something, and then one god had wanted power over like war, and one god wanted power over this and that, and then like I think it was like the 4 horsemen type thing, like war, plague, etc. And then the one guy was left with death, and they're like, haha, you're left with death. He said, why would I be afraid of that? Like, after you're done waging war, you're done with pestilence, you're done with whatever, you all end up coming to me, or all your followers end up mine, because, you know, he's deaf. So yeah, that was a pretty badass moment. I think it was something we were playing on a tabletop RPG, but forgive me if it's not. That's just, I might be remembering the setting more than the context, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I'm just gonna try to get through this today. If I get through it fairly good season, I could also make my character for Wilds. Now, the character I'm using with husband, I actually just did my name backwards because I wanted to use my name, regular name, you know, Toluca Turtle, on stream. So I figured the best way to do it would be to have my name backwards for husband and I. So it's like Eltrit, you know, Accolot or something. Eltrit Accolot is my last like name backwards, I think. So that's what I did. I spelled it that way. Nope, that's cheating. Ah, god dang it. Well, they took away my diseased heart. I hope I don't have to... Oh, that was a good box. I hope I don't have to wait for, like, getting a lot of blue hearts from my followers. I suppose I could have my followers, like, follow me into the dungeon and give me their power, too. If I, like, wanted to boost. Or I could, like, beg B-Just to get in here and, like, help me with the goat of power to help me finish off the game. But I would really like to at least, like I said, start the game next week. Because when I am doing other stuff and I'm not playing a game for a while, I will forget the game. And that's difficult for me. Sometimes, damn it to hell, this thing's kicking my ass. Sometimes it's very difficult for me to remember. Like which button is which, like to maintain my enthusiasm. I mean, I don't think I did Rise on the stream entirely. Because after a while, it had been so long since I played it, like I had fallen out of it. And the danger is also doing it once a week might also like affect how I stay in it. So I might have to play Wilds like each time I stream for a while. I'm not sure if I'm gonna just play it all the way through each time I stream. I might do that. I don't know if people would be upset by that or not. I know my stream, my rules theoretically, but also it's what you want to watch or you want to see as well, because, you know, I'm not just doing this for myself. So let's see what we have. Chance of something negating damage, I think, which is good. Okay. We would have basically 3 fight rooms this way. 3 fight rooms this way. I see what you're doing, game. 3 this way, and only 2 fight rooms this way. You know what? I'm going to skip the follower. I guess I will leave them to their fate. Maybe that's not kind. I try to like save everybody, and then I realize how foolish that is. And yeah. So I do have Paramount Plus till I think the 20th, if we decide to get rid of it. And I am almost done with my Amazon Prime, because I got a free month. So what I ended up doing is I'm starting to watch like more movies. Okay, fervor replenishes fully when entering a new combat room. That will be so helpful for me because, you know, I actually heal with that. So yay me. That'll actually help me make it through. Maybe I can do more heavy attacks like that one. Alright, I don't know what the icons are, basically. They're the same thing, doesn't matter. But yeah, I actually watched The Beekeeper with Jason Statham. I think that's his name. And the action sequences were good, but yeah, nothing else really was. I liked the concept of it a lot, so okay, the concept of it, if you don't know what it is, this guy is a beekeeper. He keeps bees, but also he's a beekeeper that's like kind of a outside the government thing. Like he needs to keep law and order, so how you do that is you have people who work outside the law and keep like America from going tits up. Well, he's a retired like special operative who does that kind of thing. and he also keeps bees on this older woman's property. Well, this older woman was conned out of her money, and she's the only one who ever took care of him. And when she was conned out of her money, it was also for a charity for kids, like housing kids or something. They got kicked out or something. And since she lost her pension, everything to do with that, you know, charity she was helping or whatever, she actually took her own life. And because of that, that got the guy fired up, and he went after these people. And of course, in movie fashion, like, there has to be like go all the way to the top type of scenario. So, you know, the people behind it are more important than just like lackeys or whatever. I really do like the concept of it because, you know, people talk about like scammers and stuff like stealing your retirement, but they don't often talk about the fact that when you are dealing with people stealing your retirement. Okay, we got a better axe, I guess. Oh, that's not a hammer. Did I take a hammer? Hold on. Axe. No, okay. Oh, I got rid of the better one. Oh, I'm a dummy. Okay, let's go. Anyway, people don't talk about the fact that some of these people are like lost. They feel absolutely unequivocally lost to the point where they might actually not want to be around anymore. So I do feel like that's a good thing to address, because when you get scammed, you're like, well, you know, you just got scammed, like get more money or whatever. But when you're a retiree, that's not really a thing. Like, you already planned for retirement. Hopefully you're already getting your pension. It's not like you can work for like 20 more years and get back what you lost, you know? Okay, curses consume less fervor. I'm getting a lot of fervor related ones, so. Ooh, a critical up, nice. Okay, hopefully this is a good run then, Shelpers, hopefully. I am getting a lot of helpful crap, so. I mean, not like the ones I like that give me like temporary hearts or anything, but I will definitely work with it. So I do wish that more people would talk about the consequences, because it isn't just like, oh, you got scammed out of a couple $100s or whatever. Sometimes it's everything you've ever had in life they want. They will take from you. And a lot of it happens to older people who are not tech savvy, or people who are desperate or just very confused. But a lot of these people, they won't have time to recoup their fortunes or whatever. And we used to listen to on and off Kit Boga. I don't know if he still does that kind of stuff, but he would like talk with the scammers, and he has like voice changers and ways to like spoof the fact that he's like not really digging into his computer and whatnot. And he tries to like mess with the scammers, but sometimes the scammers will like, he will give them a sob story about like how the money is for his kid's operation, or they only have like one family heirloom left and it was supposed to go to their daughter, and they will tell them to hawk it anyway. They will try to con them out of it. Like Kit's character, they will try anything they can to part that person with their money, no matter what story it is. And sometimes it's not funny, like listening to him do that, just because it's so fucking sickening. Listening to somebody like try to scam you that hard to hurt people. You know, it isn't just like, oh, it's a couple $100s and it's a lesson learned. Sometimes, yeah, it might be, but sometimes it's your entire everything. And that is just fucking sick. Because people don't have much, you know? Like, people are like, oh, you're greedy and that's why it happened. Not really, not often, not always. It's because they don't know what's really going on, or they want to help and they don't know what to do. There are a lot of different reasons. It's like my friend who is the gardener. She is an older lady, and one of the popular scams with older people now is to call them and pretend to be their grandchildren in a hospital or in jail, and they call going, Grandma, Grandpa, I need help, whichever, you know, gender they feel is on the phone at the time. And that's happened to my gardener friend who's 83 years old. And she has told me that she doesn't listen. Because she said that kid is significantly younger than my grandchild would be. And I know my children's voices. And that's not my grandchildren. But, you know, AI and everything is getting better. So if they knew better who they're targeting. But the thing is, the scam is to keep them wrong-footed. Like, that's the scam. That's what's afoot. It's to keep them wrong-footed. You hear hospital, you hear jail, you hear help me. You suddenly get very upset. Suddenly you want to fix it. It's meant to scare you. It's meant to make you not think. Give you no time to ask people. You know, if you make them act quickly and irrationally or without much thought, they don't have time to go to the police. They don't have time to talk to a friend, mention it to a family member. And that's what they do. It doesn't become a lesson learned. These people could have actual trauma from this. Thinking that their child, you know, grandchild, someone they desperately love, is in trouble. Then they feel like they can't trust themselves. There's a lot of different aspects to all this. I went the wrong way. Obviously. I thought there was an extra room. It's up here somewhere. But yeah, it's scummy. And then there are some people in like other countries who are like, well, they're Americans, they can afford like a little bit of, I don't want to say trouble, but they can afford having a little bit of like stuff gone from them or whatever. But it's like, there's stuff about trust. And yeah, there are a bunch of different scams, like there are romance scams and whatnot, but the ones that like focus on the elderly and their pain or their inability to, you know, have a lot of tech skills. Now that won't always happen. There are some really savvy older people, but like my friend, the gardener, no, she's not. She doesn't have an email address even. Like she is a police scanner. She still reads the newspapers. Like, I don't think she has a computer in her house. I don't even think she knows what online is. She has a cell phone. But it's like a really old cell phone. So, I could be wrong about the ability she has and whatnot. I don't think I am. But she always says, you know, I know their voices and stuff. So, I don't think they would actually do the whole thing for, you know, stuff for her with a computer. Because she'd just be like, I don't have one. But yeah, it's wild and not in a good way. So that's what the Beekeeper was about. Like I said, good action sequences, but not too much else, unfortunately. I did get to finish watching Smile 2. I started that a while ago. Okay, heal when a relic is equipped. Take damage when it is used. No, just in case. Better chests are a better idea at this rate. But I don't have too many better chests to find, so... But yeah, Smile 2 ended up basically what I thought it would be. So if you remember me thinking about how the movie would end with the person because they were, you know, famous, that's how it would end, well, that's pretty much correct. So I was right in how I thought it would end, but now there are only 3 ways it could go. And I think I pretty much explained to you what I think they're gonna do eventually. But I'm not quite sure. I'm hoping not. Like, I was honestly hoping I didn't know where the road ended, but I did. And in Smile, they always have people where they have to, like, tell the protagonist what's going on. Although you don't really necessarily know if they're always, you know, going to be telling the truth or whatever. But it's wild. And the effects are not the best in those movies. I've seen like better effects in some 80s movies I've seen, or yeah, but it is unsettling. And you know, the thought of like something that can like follow you and like make you hurt yourself or another person or whatever. I mean, the premise is good. I really wish they wouldn't have went the pop star out, unless they're really gonna take it like on a global scale in like the third movie or the fourth movie, depending on. Okay. I think we're already ready to break into the Silk Cradle. I think this is the final part of the final game. We'll see. But I think so. We'll see if I get my ass kicked, Shelpers. I hope not. I will fight your ceaseless war. In this way shall purgatory draw semblance to life. I will fight your ceaseless war. In this way shall be punished. Oh, you like punishment? That's kinky as shit. So is that, apparently. Oh my gosh. Shibari, holy crap. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Shelpers. Don't look that up. Do not Google that, Shelpers. Ah, fuck my ever-loving nutsack. Oh, would help if I remember which button was the button to roll, right? I am blaming Capcom right now. Oh god. Oh no 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 no. We're gonna be at this all night probably. I don't want to do this all night long. I don't want to do this all night long. Come on. Come on. Come on. You sneaky little bitch. Come on. I'm gonna do this very badly unless I can just know my gun needs time to heal up. No. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now we have options if this is the last part of it. And my options would be I could try to find some of the... Yep. This is the big part of the game. I could try to find the relics for this guy eventually and the other one. Or I could just like call it a day after we talk to Satin and start making my Monster Hunter character. Or I could set up for some solo Mario Party. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, the stream's gonna have to come down if we decide that this is the end of the game. So I'll find out in a minute. All right, let's go. I actually should have did this as a video. I actually considered it. I was thinking to myself yesterday, you know, I should actually do a run or two just in case. And then here we are, born to be kings. All right, let's go. Walk through the stone vagina lamb. May all your dreams come true. All right, let's go. There's not very much lube down here. Okay, repent for the kingdom of the lamb has arisen. Well, if it's death, like, that's where you're gonna end up anyway, basically. It would be interesting if, when you sacrificed someone, you actually brought them back to life, because this would be the realm of the dead already. Okay. Yep, follower request, missing pieces. So we gotta go back to Satin. Let's go. Shamora and I did not barter much. In truth, they needed little from me. Truly, 'twas a shame what became of them. So you have completed your task, Red Crown. The bishops are trapped no longer. What becomes of them now is not of my interest, though what becomes of yourself? Many a deity have I bartered with. Their designs, ones I have seen repeated through the millennia. Your design, however, very interesting. As such, I will offer you a boon, a cementing of our new undertaking. This shrine is carved in the likenesses of a god, or the likeness of a god with whom I once bargained. May it remind you of the role you must now fill. And it actually shows you a character we should be familiar with. So, it's the trophy for the one who waits, which is the last one. So they did the bartering before. Infant God, by your influence, this land is changing, 'tis true. The laws of this world, and even of the next, have become malleable. Yet the ether, having flowed in one fashion for many an age, shall not be diverted so easily. That which seems still runs deep. That's like my husband, the part where that which remains still runs deep. My mom always said about him, still waters run deep. There is much yet to uncover. God tears remain. Do not allow complacency to take root. And then he starts going off in another language. Yet you have shown yourself to be a worthy deity. Take your rightful place amongst the pantheon as you have earned. All hail the Lamb, all hail the God of Death. So then we unlock a new fleece. When resurrecting, gain 2 diseased hearts. And that is the main part. We can still do more subquests and whatnot, but that's the main part of the post game until they start something else. So that was a fast one. Sorry about that. I may actually put this one up tonight and put the other one up tomorrow, like whatever we do next. So I'm not sure what we're switching to. I'll think about it for a few minutes. Thank you so much for watching the finale of Cult of the Lamb, and I will be right back in a few minutes with whatever I'm doing, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Bye!